On the mic with Mike, we are back with you. Mike King, Heather Marie Speaks is here with us on 100.5, 92.7, 820 AM. It is a place where the game changers come to talk. Now, the lady next to me, she's a woman about town, motivational speaker, spokeswoman, knows everyone, taking iconic pictures up in D.C., and she kind of has some news that she wants to break here.
Yes, I'm so excited because not only have I been a guest on your show, but I am actually going to be on air with you every week now. On Thursdays from 2 to 2:30, you're going to be able to hear me bring some conversations on mental health awareness, on encouragement, empowerment, and also be able to spotlight some community things going on from people's businesses that are just shining and continuing to grow and thrive throughout the pandemic that we've been through. So I'm really excited about being able to announce that Heather Marie Speaks will now be on air on the radio.
That's right, because this is the start for you. Yeah. Eventually, you want to have your own program because you are known to do a lot of work around town. Tell folks a little bit about your community when you spotlight your spotlight programs.
Yeah, so I have been offering that service as just kind of shining a light on people's businesses that are in the area, whether they are a DJ, whether it's a new pop-up bar, whether it's a new business service. I'm going to do one at Common House. There's new businesses, there's established businesses, and there's new entrepreneurs that are out there, and I want to be able to help shine a light for them too, because it's not just about sharing my story and bringing encouragement. It's about shining other people's stories and bringing them empowerment and hope too.
So how do you go from where you've been to being the person who's totally in the mix and knowing who to interview? How do you find people to interview? And how do you get the great stories?
I pay attention to what's going on out there. Kind of, I guess, the same way that you found me is.
That's true.
I am just looking, and I'm seeing the movers and shakers that are out there, and I've been blessed to have a tribe of people that also know people, and so they.
You do have a crew who knows people. you do. Yes, you do.
So it's just a blessing to be able to have a good tribe of people that are there, knowing what you're doing, supporting what you're doing, and you're supporting them, and then continue to meet new people. And I'm always trying to spotlight what they're doing. If they're making a difference and they're rocking and rolling out there, I want to shine their businesses. I want to show people that they're thriving. We all can thrive. We all can help each other by thriving together.
On the mic with Mike, Heather Marie Speaks. She's here with us Thursdays at 2 p.m. 2 to 2:30, talking all the things she's talking about. Talk a little bit about the mental health where we are right now, because that's a big part of what you do.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I was reached out by the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce. They're pulling together a subcommittee to specifically talk about mental health with our military. And mental health is just something that we have all dealt with through this pandemic. Whether you've had anxiety, depression, whether you have had any kind of stress in your life, we've all been there, we've all done it. But the hard part is that the suicide rates are spiking. The abuse rates and child abuse and domestic violence are spiking. So we have to speak up, we have to talk more. We have to say, hey, what are you doing to cope? Are you coping in healthy ways? Let's teach you how to reprogram your brain, because our brains actually can be retaught. And with addictions, for example, people are struggling with alcohol, drug use. Addictions can also include shopping, all kinds of different things that aren't really, the extremes, the things that aren't going to help you, they're going to hurt you. So I try to help people to reprogram their brain to cope in healthy ways, reprogram a healthy habit, and that way you're able to have the accountability in your life to go forward in a positive direction, to remove the anxiety, remove the stress. And those are things I'm going to talk about on the show. I'm really excited. And then in 2021, there's going to be a Heather Marie Speaks show. So really excited about that, but loving to be able to partner with you on your show on this station and talk all things about RVA and beyond.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you see why she's coming to the radio, because she has it right there. Can you give our listeners, so this is a business show, I always say.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about Heather Marie Speaks, how you going. Now, you're in the middle of a rebranding, and radio is a part of that evolution.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what it takes to rebrand yourself.
So I've been doing motivational speaking since 2009. I got on a platform about domestic violence awareness as a survivor of domestic violence, and also about mental health. We've had depression run in our family line. I've unfortunately lost family members to suicide, and it's important to talk about it. So I typically will talk about things that people don't want to talk about, because it needs to come to the light. And when things come to the light, you see the truth, and the truth shall what?
Set you free. There you go.
So I want to set people free from their bondage, from things that have they've carried shame for things that they've struggled with. You know why? Because I did too. And I'm there saying, I'm not better than you. I've been where you are, and I've also learned how to cope in healthy ways. I've learned how to overcome. So let me help you do that too. So since 2009, I've gone through my own journey. The last 3 years, I've been blessed to be able to help Friend Week to Life, which is a nonprofit for mental health awareness. We collaborated for the last 3 years. I was their spokesperson, love their mission, love what they do, love the people. But it was time to branch off and continue to grow Heather Marie Speaks platform so that I can stretch a little further and go a little farther and do more than just one thing. I just felt like that was the time, it was the calling, it was a realigning, repositioning, and I'm ready to go for it.
And that's why you're here.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time is 2:27. Mike King, Heather Marie Speaks here with you. WJFN Radio 100.5, 92.7, 820 AM. And people can find you at
Heather Marie_Speaks on Instagram and the Heather Marie Speaks page on Facebook. Go to heathermariespeaks.com on the web.
All right, so you're out and about. What's happening in Richmond? What's the mood and temperature of the community now? Because you talked all different. You were with Lance Lemon the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I see you with Jimmy Budd. You're doing all of the community, the spotlights.
Yeah, it's a bouquet of different flowers, I say, because I'm talking to DJs, I'm talking to restaurants, I'm talking to Kelly Lemon next week about what she's doing with Urban Hang Suite. It's very diverse demographic of people because I want to talk to everyone. I want everyone to shine. And so I'm excited to be able to see that people are starting to come out more. People are starting to go find a restaurant to eat at that's safe to have a meal and not feel like, you're going to catch the Rona. It's exciting to be able to go and talk to people, but you're still going to have people that are, afraid. So I want to encourage people, hey, it's okay. Come on out, be a part of the community. Let's show you some things that can be fun.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the time is 2:29. Mike King, Heather Speaks here. She's hanging out with us. She's rolling with us today. On the other side of the break, we're going to have Crystal Suber, my friend from Crystal Clear Solutions. Also, she's also a real big advocate for the community. We'll talk to you on the other side.